वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. Alright, we are on chapter 2 and the verse is 38th. Okay? Verse 30 that we have not completed. Okay, so we'll be still discussing on word 30, chapter 2. देहि नित्यम् अवध्योऽयम् देहि नित्यम् अवध्योऽयम् देहे सर्वस्य भारत देहे सर्वस्य भारत तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि. O Bharat, this soul residing in the bodies of all can never be slain. Therefore, you should not grieve for any being. Okay? Bhagwan is trying to explain and convince Arjuna that don't worry, okay? Even if you're going to actively be there for the fight, to fight with your relatives, your cousin, your kins, right? Don't worry, the Atma, the soul, will not be slain. Whatever is going to happen is the body. That with different argument, Bhagwan is trying to explain and convince, okay, Arjuna, right? The body is the means only for performing an action, and an action is performed only for the world. Okay? Yes, we are here to perform the action, and to perform the action, the body is given. Okay? Very, very, as you know that our main reference book for Geeta class is, since we started, is Sadhak Sanjeevani, and author of this book is Swami Ram Sukdas ji. So try to explain very, very simply. And in this, okay, I repeat what it says, the body is the means only for performing an action, and an action is performed only for the world. To explain this, Swamiji has given the example of pen. As a writer uses a pen only for writing, and when he stops writing, he puts the pen at its proper place. Similarly, a striver, a seeker should use the body while doing an action and should leave the body in its original position when the work is done. When the work is finished, he should be detached from it. The reason is that if we do nothing, what is the need of the body? Very, very simply try to explain, okay? For an example, okay, Swamiji has given here the example of pen, okay? Now, we are in winter, almost, okay? Right? So now, we need here in South Africa we say jersey, in India we say sweater, okay? Okay? Or jacket, whatever you say, right? Okay? So we did it in winter. Winter is over, we put it away, isn't it? So, body is there for the action, okay? The whole idea, the whole argument, or Bhagavan wants keeping Arjun as representative, teaching all of us that do not get attached with the body. Because that is your body, not you. That is my pen, but it's not me. Okay? That is more important. We need to understand. And I have shared this so many times, okay, that Vinoba Bhave's quotation when he was giving pravachan, the discourse on Geeta. In fact, he has given this discourse in jail. He was a freedom fighter many years back. Okay, so he has given one example very nicely. If, for an example, there is a headache, okay, what it says, that is, what is pain is there in the head, but that is not me. That is not me. Okay? Pain may be there, but that is not me. What it calls in Gujarati, Maru mathu dukhe છે, પણ હું માથું નથી. Okay? So an important fact for a striver is to renounce the known unreal. What is known unreal? The body is unreal. And what is real? The Atma, the soul. Okay. What is eternal? The Atma, the Almighty, the Supreme Reality. And what is unreal? Is the mundane world. If a striver renounces what he knows as unreal, his spiritual discipline will become natural and easy. We need to understand that. Of course, I do agree with you. I do understand that it's not going to happen overnight. Okay? It's not going to happen in a couple of weeks. If I have to extend this, it's not going to happen in a couple of lives. But we have to put our all efforts. We have to make our decision firm that the body is not me. If you keep on saying, keep on giving this suggestion to the mind, what it calls is auto-suggestion, okay? One day we'll be able to achieve that. It's not that easy. But at the same token, just if it is not that easy, we don't give up it, okay? So what it called that his spiritual discipline will become natural. It just becomes. It just becomes. It just happens. and easy, and his aim will be attained. Okay? It will happen automatically. It will happen naturally. Okay? For an example, okay, when we take a piece of rotli, okay, bread, dip in the dal or dip in the shak curry, okay, right, and we take it, naturally it goes here, right? Did it ever happen that it goes here? It goes here? Doesn't. So it becomes nature. It becomes nature. It will become very easy to attain. The lovability of a striver for the end, I mean aim, is called his spiritual discipline. The lovability is not required by anything, person, power, etc., or by practice, but that is acquired by having the sense of mind for the end, means for Bhagwan Krishna. If I have to say in Gujarati, Maru Kon. Okay. Only and only my Bhagavan. And that's why even the great man, great saint, gives an example. Okay. All of a sudden, there is a pain in my abdomen. Okay. In my tummy started paining. Okay. That's in the night. Maybe the wife is there, and for the wife, the husband is there. Okay. Give some home remedy. Okay. The ajmo and adu and soot and this and that. Okay. Or the black salt or this and that. Or maybe soda. Or if necessary, you call the doctor. The doctor will come and check in. But end of the day, okay, doctor has gone. Wife, also human being, or husband, human being, he or she is going to fall asleep. But the me still can't fall asleep. For that time, who is with me? Me and my God, me and my Bhagwan, me and my Bhagwan Krishna. So that's why it says, having the sense of mind for the end, and that is Bhagwan Krishna. The person is whom a striver has the sense of mind, naturally becomes lovable, dear to him. But the real sense of mind is with that object or person in which or in whom there are the following four traits that we need to understand. Okay. Where do we feel mindness? Okay, there are certain, according to Swamiji, there are certain norms, all the, not nice to say, rules and regulations, but certain thing, right? That Swamiji has described very nicely. I'm going to read that. But let's try to understand first, right? Okay. So first of all, we should feel that, okay, Jeev and Shiv, right? I am the part and partial, okay? That is the universal soul. This is an individual soul. But I am the part, okay? It can be a drop. But the characteristic of drop is exactly what is with the ocean, right? Second, okay? We can feel the mindness or the our with whom. That relation should be, with whom the relation should be eternal, not transient. In our day-to-day practice, in our worldly life, we say, we were good friends once upon a time. What happens now? You know, out of sight, out of mind. We don't meet often. We used to meet every week, but now, so that's not eternal. Okay. Then the third, that person or that power, we don't need anything. Just to be with. Just to be with. Because if we need something, then it's a deal. Of course, with Bhagwan we are always making a deal. Okay, but we have to rise above this. Okay, and the fourth, whatever we have, we should offer. We can offer to Him. We can surrender to Him. These are the four things. Okay. This I tried to explain you. Now I'm going to read this. Okay. that will give you maybe very clear understanding. Number one, with whom we have identity, oneness of the self. Number one, with whom we have identity, the oneness of the self. Number two, with whom our relationship is eternal. With whom our relationship is eternal. Third, from whom we never want anything. From whom we never want anything. And fourth, to whom we may surrender all what we have. To whom we may surrender all what we have. So these are the four things. The real sense of mine is with that object or person or power. Here it doesn't apply as person, power, the Shakti, okay, in whom there are these following, these what we have discussed, four traits. And that can be only and only Bhagavan. Then you might have a question that, Jaydev, that's fine, but the third thing, what you discussed, that from whom we never want anything. Okay. Okay. Deliberately the word is used here, want, not the need. Because once we establish the relation as an individual soul with the universe soul, it is understood that needs will be taken care of. My needs will be taken care of. Problem start with the wants. I want this, I want this, I want this. And that's an endless list. So here the word need is not used, the want. Okay? So from whom we never want anything. Because we know, once we achieve that stage, we know that my needs will be fulfilled. Sorry. Bhagwan knows what I need and he will fulfill. He will fulfill. Okay? So is that our relationship with the body and the world is not eternal, and the category of the self is quite different from that of the world and body? How can there be identity of the kaleidoscopic world with the never changing self? Okay? Because the world is changing. Self remains self. It's never changing. The identity of the self with the body, which is perceived, is not real but assumed. Okay. This assumed identity is only to perform duty. It means that we can serve the person with whom we have assumed our identity, but we can't have the sense of mine with him. Underline this sentence. Underline this sentence, and then the maximum or the most of the problem, okay, will be automatically answered. Okay, and that's why the word is used here, duty. I am here there for the duty. Okay. The problem starts when we have that mindness. And then, the moment, when I say mindness with certain particular person or in particular relation, and then the expectations start. Either this way or that way. I have done so much for him or for her. Well, and then you can drag it up to an extent. Okay? It can be in the family, it can be in society, it can be in the social work, so many things. But if you have accepted these as a duty, just get it done and forget. Then even if, because unfortunately, we do something as a duty, as a part of our life, and still we want to be acknowledged. Let the society decide it. Let the other decide it. This is to be acknowledged or not. Unfortunately, there is a hidden expectation. I did so many things. In the society, I used to go out once I'm from the work, every day without fail 3 hours to put this structure, to bring everything under one roof. I have provided this. Forget, man. Forget that. You did it. Leave it to society. If they want to acknowledge, if they want to honor you, it's fine. If they don't, it's fine. You must have 100% trust that the society, whether they acknowledge or not, whether they take note of it or not, but in his diary, it is written. And once you have, when I say you, we, okay, once we have that strong faith, then there will be no complaint. It is society's duty. You did your duty. Now it's society's duty to acknowledge that or not. That's fine. I'm just giving an example of the society. It can be with the family. It can be the son, it can be with the daughter, it can be the daughter-in-law, it can be son-in-law, it can be anybody. Anybody. The moment we expect, then that is not the duty, that's a deal. So we need to understand the difference between deal and duty. If it is a duty, you did it and forget. But if there is an agenda, then it's a deal. Then it's a deal. And then don't market this kind of actions as duty or the service. Say boldly, that's my deal, that was my deal. If I do this, you have to honor me. You have to acknowledge. You have to give me the certificate. You have to put the shawl. You have to garland. No. Very simple thing. And that's why I always tell in our Gita class, and then you, familiar with this, okay? If this Bhagavad Gita is going to help me after my death, then probably I don't need it. It should help me now. It is going to help after the death, okay? But it should help me now. It should provide me the correct guide. It should provide me the light on my path of my life. And yes, this is the way, my friends. This is the way, my devotee. This is the way, my son. Follow this. It's like a torch. What's the capacity of torch? It will give you light up to 10 meters, for an example. But the moment you hold the torch in your hand and start walking, it will take you to the destination, right? So it can be a small thing, okay, what we understood, or I mustn't use the word understood, try to understand, okay? But that understanding, the torch of understanding, whatever little bit, if we carry and start walking on the path of our life, it will take to the destination. It will take us to the destination. It will help us. So this is most important thing. It means that we can serve the person with whom we have assumed our identity, but we can't have the sense of mind with him or her. Yes, we have served, we have done, and forget, we have done that. It's okay. In order to renounce the known unreal, it is necessary that a striver should renounce the relationship which our discrimination does not support, assuming a person with whom we have neither eternal relationship nor identity of the self. Our own and for us is anti-discrimination relationship. So long as there is anti-discrimination relationship, no spiritual discipline will lead to self-realization. Look, the small thing, but if you understand that, it will take us to the self-realization. By having affinity with the body, a person may undergo austerity, penance, may have trance, okay, may go round the world. His delusion can't be destroyed and the supreme truth can't be attained. Having renounced the anti-discrimination relationship, delusion is destroyed and the supreme truth is realized. Right? Okay. What we have given up, renounce means what we have given up. That is more important. Hanuman Jayanti is coming, okay? નો પણ કામ પર તો જવા પડે. Hanumanji has noted this. It's New Year. Okay. Okay. Have you heard anybody that okay, we will celebrate Christmas on Sunday? હનુમાન જયંતિ તો ચાલી જાય, સન્ડે ના કરું આપણે. Have you heard that? That we celebrate Christmas as per our conveniency when the Sunday comes? No. No. So, have we renounced something? Have we given up something? I always tell this. Okay, by law, okay, those who have their own business, okay, it's not that they are not going on a holiday. Why can't they take one day off on the Hanuman Jayanti or the New Year? When I say New Year, Gujarati New Year, okay. Okay, if you are working, by law you are getting 12 leaves. Why can't we dedicate one leave for this? આપણને જોઈએ બધું, but we do not want to give up anything. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Think. It's most important thing. We need to understand this. Okay. So, by having affinity with the body, a person may undergo austerity, penance, may have trance, may go round the world. His delusion cannot be destroyed, and the supreme truth cannot be attained. Having renounced the anti-discrimination relationship, delusion is destroyed and the supreme truth is realized. Therefore, a striver shouldn't be at ease without renouncing the anti-discrimination relationship. If we don't renounce our assumed anti-discrimination relationship with the body, with the world, the body will leave us certainly. Then what is the difficulty in renouncing our kinship with the body? When the word body is used here, it means the worldly affairs, okay? Therefore, a seeker may follow any discipline. He will have to accept the truth. And what is the truth? I am not body. And the body is not mine. And it is not for me because I am a shariri, self. And the self is unmanifest. So long as a striver has the kinship of I and mineness, to develop on spiritual path, on the lighter note, gradually we need to start to learn or to put in practice that minus or the minus must be minus. Minus or the minus must be minus. Then and then only, gradually, slowly, we need to put in practice. Slowly. You can start with a small thing. Again, when I say you, we, okay? Start with a small thing. But we need to start from some angle, from some point. Okay? I always give you an example that, okay, we went for holiday, okay, and we came back after 3 months, for an example, okay? Whether you like it or not, the house is full of dust. We need to clean it, right? But it's not going to happen all of a sudden. So what are we going to do? We will start from one room in one corner. Slowly, 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 slowly. Okay? We will achieve that target to clean the whole house. The life is that. Okay? We need to start from some part, some small thing. Okay? We need to put in practice to give up, to renounce. Okay? And from that concept, from that thought, okay, the concept of dan, concept of donation came in our tradition. I'm earning money, yeah, but that all doesn't belong to me. I need to give something. Start from there. But again, I should do this as a duty, not the deal. I have given the dan, I have given the donation, and then I expect you must put the plaque that so and so has donated. No, no. So, Bhagwan or our sages, our ancestor, the great man, wanted us to put us on the spiritual path and wanted us to slowly, slowly, slowly develop ourselves on that. Okay? The small thing. Okay? We render our service to mandir or anything else, right? That's our time. That all 24 hours do not belong to me. I need to give for the society, for the community. Again, now you understood correctly. It should happen as a duty. It should happen as a duty. And once we understand that, then there is no problem. Then there is no problem. Okay. So long as a striver has the kinship of I and mindness with the body, there is no realization of the supreme truth. And he remains bound by virtuous action, useful reflection, and attachment to the trance. He may perform virtuous action, okay, such as performance of yagna, undergoing penance, offering charity, may reflect upon the soul or the supreme soul, or be established in trance. He is not totally free from the bondage. No, but we need to see if we have donated 100,000, what is happening with it? Forget, man, you gave it. You gave it. We need to know what is happening. Means what I have read now. The bondage is still there. You need to rise above. Rise above. This is very small and practical thing, very subtle thing, but that can change our life. That can change our life. That can change our thought process. Okay. If the assumed attraction of a striver with the body is totally wiped out, sinful actions will not at all be performed by him, and he will not be attached to virtuous action. There will not be any meaningful reflection by him at all, and he will not be attached to meaningful reflection. He will not be fickle in the least and will neither be attached to trance. Okay. So Therefore, the Bhagavan at the outset of his gospel has described the discrimination between the body and the self in order to wipe out strivers' relationship with the body. Okay. You need to understand this small thing. Here we're going to conclude that 30th verse of chapter 2. Okay. You know, this Gita, this Bhagavad Gita is to guide me in my day-to-day life. Okay. The small thing, okay, will help me in my progress. When I say my progress, the spiritual progress, okay, will clear my doubts, knowingly, unknowingly. So let us do the 73rd verse of 18th chapter, okay, followed by the Arti. Nashto moha smrutirlabdha tvat prasadan mayachyuta sthitosme gata sandeha karishyē vachanam tava.